Hey everyone, welcome back to Heavy Metal Devils. This is going to be the match preview between Real Madrid and Manchester United to take place in the early hours of Thursday, July 27th, 2023. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to watch this match live. It's taking place at 1:30 in the morning, but I'm still going to do a preview and I'm still going to watch the game the next morning. So yeah, just before we get into this preview, do not forget to like, share, and the big one, subscribe. Trying to get to 600 subs as soon as we can. Can't do it without your help. Anyway, shall we just get into this preview? Let's do a bit of team talk. Let's start with Real Madrid. So we all know Real Madrid, right? Probably the biggest club in the world so it is a pleasure to play them. Anytime we do play them, it is a pleasure, even on a preseason friendly. They just came off a 3-2 win against AC Milan the other night at the Rose Bowl. Nothing crazy, just your standard 3-2 game, I guess. We all know how Real Madrid play. They love to utilize their wingers, whether it be Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and they are usually solid in the midfield with guys like Cruz and Luka Modric, and now with the huge addition of Bellingham. Jude Bellingham has joined them just about a month and a half or so ago, which oddly didn't generate as much news as everyone thought. I think it's because it happened around the same time Messi went to Miami. But they've got a solid midfield. It's going to be a good test for us to see if we can really break them down. And we've got some new additions into the team that we'll talk about a bit later on when we do our lineups. But we've all seen Madrid play over for years now. And under Carlo Ancelotti, he just loves to make Vinny Jr. his main man. It's going to be interesting to see what they do now that they don't really have that focal point up front. Now Benzema is gone. Big reports saying that Kylian Mbappe has an agreement with Madrid to join them this summer because, he's been basically exiled from PSG. So I think we can all expect Kylian Mbappe to join Real Madrid in the coming weeks or months. But that has nothing to do with the match tomorrow night. Now, here's what I am expecting to see from Madrid. I think the lineup will be somewhat similar to what we have seen with in the AC Milan game. So their lineup consisted of Lunin, Militao, Bellingham, Nacho Monreal, Cruz, Camavinga, Joselu, Valverde, Lucas Vasquez, Brahim Diaz, and Ferland Mendy. Now, being that they are playing Manchester United, it's going to be a massive game. I believe it is sold out as well. I think there will be a couple changes into their starting lineup. I can expect Courtois to start. I would expect Vinny Jr. to be in there as well, and maybe like a Modric as well. Antonio Rudiger would also be a good feature as well. But I would expect at least Vinny Jr. to feature in this match against Manchester United. You want your big stars at least in the first half for this game. It's not going to be an easy one, but that's going to be my predicted lineup for Madrid. I'm not going to do a whole graph like I'm going to do for Manchester United, but that's what I think. Just put Courtois in and take out one of their wingers and put Vinny Jr. in. And that's going to, I think, be their, starting lineup. It's going to be an interesting season for Madrid, I think, especially with the integration of Bellingham and the announcement that Carlo Ancelotti is going to be off to coach Brazil. Is that going to cause any rifts with Madrid, any distractions? We will find out. But we do know they are the Champions League kings. Let's hope. I kind of hope we get paired with them if we can. I'm not sure if we can actually, but I would love to see them in the Champions League this year. I think that would be a blockbuster of a match. Anyway, let's move on. Manchester United the other day beat Arsenal 2-0 in New Jersey at the MetLife Stadium. Goals from Bruno Fernandes and Sancho sealed the win there. The first half was much better than the second half, in my opinion. The second half was mainly reserves with the additions of Rashford and Casemiro in there. But the first half had a lot of positives, especially from guys like Kobe Mainu. Absolutely tore it up. That he's going to be a star, man. I'm really excited to see what is going to happen with Kobe Mainu this season. So, very exciting win. It was so exciting that we got the Arsenal fans fighting each other in the stands. That was pretty funny. And not to mention, we beat them twice, once in real and in full time, and we beat them at penalties. So we look to be all right at penalties this year if we need to get into that situation. But yeah, very positive. It seemed like during that game, our big focus was on doing the transition. How fast can we transition the ball upfield? I think, and that's what Eric Ten Hag has mentioned in his previous pressers, that we want to be the best transition football team on this planet. And it seems we got that start on at our against Arsenal the other day. Our transitions were pretty crisp. Lots of work to be had. We're still relying on moments and mistakes to score goals. So I'd like to see an improvement in our buildup to get goals going. Though I know it's a bit hard without a starting striker at the moment. He is coming. He's just not here yet. So it looks like we'll have Jadon Sancho filling that position at the moment as a false nine. But I still want to see the buildup between the defense and the midfielder. It's all right if we don't have someone to finish that off. But I just want to see a bit more going on with that. I don't know. I want to see it flow a bit better. I don't want it just to be balls over the top and counter-attacking. As exciting as that is, I'd like to see some good build-up play in this game. Now, speaking about Eric Ten Hag and his pressers, if you've watched my news that came out just a little while ago, he has mentioned that he indirectly mentioned that Rasmus Højlund is on his way. He said we would have loved to have him by the start of the preseason. Unfortunately, things don't always work out that way. He kept saying him, which I think really refers to Rasmus Højlund. So we will be getting our striker in, just not during this U.S. tour. Possibly when we return from the U.S., he will be a Manchester United player. But he keeps going on how a striker is going to really change everything and how we play. We've seen it at times with Anthony Martial. We play so much better once we have that focal point in the team. And speaking of Anthony Martial, he is back in training. I just don't think he will feature in this game. He's been out injured for who knows how long now, but he is back. He is training. I don't expect him to feature in this game. Maybe down the line in another preseason game once he gets a bit more fitness. But yeah, that's been Manchester United. It's been a very, very good preseason so far with wins over Arsenal, wins over Lyon, and wins over Leeds. And we have another game just 24 hours before against Wrexham that will be focused mainly on our youth squad. Going to be a fun game. That's at 3:30 in the morning, UK time, if you care to watch that one. I will not. I have an actual job. I need to be up early in the morning, so I cannot stay up that late. But yeah, 2 games. I just wanted to focus more on this Madrid game because we will see more of the first team and kind of how our starting 11 will shape up for the season coming. Should we just get right into lineups, guys? Let's talk a bit about the Manchester United potential starting lineup. Now, I don't think it's going to be it's not going to be too different than what we saw against Arsenal. So here's what I'm expecting the starting lineup to be. In goal, I think we will finally see the debut of Andre Onana. And I think this is going to be the big focus on what we do during this game, is figuring out what Andre Onana likes to do and what our players like to do. Getting that chemistry between our goalkeeper, our defense, and just our entire outfield. I want to see him pinging balls left and right. I want to see people back passing to him. I want to see him encouraging people to press him and getting around that press. I just want to see Andre Onana in the flesh in a Manchester United jersey. It's going to be exciting, and I think this will be the first game we see that in. So on the right side, I've pretty much stuck with the same back line with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I've got Rafael Varane. I've got Martinez in there and Luke Shaw on the left. You know, we got injuries to Tyrell Malacia, so we won't see him feature at all during this preseason at the moment. Now, here's where it gets a bit tricky. I I think I'm going to go ahead and keep Kobe Mainu in the team at the moment. I want to see how he performs against a better side and I will say an elite side as well. So I got Kobe Mainu in that six. Look, I know Casemiro will most likely be our starting six. I don't think he needs as much integration. I think he just needs to get fitness rather than learn what our players do. He's already played with us for a season. So get Kobe Mainu in there to improve with our first team squad. Now I've also got Bruno Fernandes, club captain. He's obviously going to be in this team, and Mason Mount. I'm hoping we can get a bit more out of Mason Mount during this game. He's still quite new and adjusting, so I'm not trying to expect too much from him. Maybe a goal would be nice. That would be sick. But yeah, we got a midfield of Kobe Mainu, Bruno Fernandes, and Mason Mount. Now, up front, I don't really expect a lot of changes here. So on the right, we'll have Anthony. Down the middle in the false nine, because we do not have a striker just yet, we will have Sancho. And I think the change from last week, because we had Garnacho starting, I think Rashford will start on the left. We're going to go with a pretty much full squad, full team here, maybe minus Kobe Mainu. We want to see how he performs against the likes of Madrid. Performed excellent against Arsenal. Can he take that a bit further now? So that's my starting lineup. Let me know what you think. Comment below your starting lineup, or comment below, do you want to switch any certain player out? Let me know. Maybe you want to see Casemiro in instead of Kobe Mainu. I personally do not. But anyway, let's keep going. How about some score predictions now? So I mentioned before that Madrid did beat Arsenal, beat Milan 3-2 the other night at the Rose Bowl, and we beat Arsenal 2-0 the other night in New Jersey. So honestly, I think this game might be a draw. I can see a 1-1 draw, maybe a 2-2 draw. Don't really see any team actually winning this. If there is a winner, I will see a Manchester United maybe 1-0 or 2-1 win. But honestly, expecting a draw in this match. Outcome doesn't really matter. I'm more interested to see our build-up play. I want to see more of Kobe Mainu. And I want to see Andre Onana finally do his thing in a Manchester United t-shirt. It's going to be a very exciting game. It is a shame that it's at 1:30 in the morning UK time, so I'll have to watch it as soon as I wake up the next day. Unfortunately, I can't do a watch along. I'm not very good at staying up very late, unfortunately, as well. So don't expect any super late live streams or any late watch alongs with me. I like my sleep. Anyway, let me know what you think. Comment below what the score might be, what players you want to see feature. Also, what tactics and stuff do you want to see Erik ten Hag implement into this game? But yeah, that's the preview for Manchester United versus Real Madrid tomorrow night, Thursday, 1:30 in the morning. If you're watching that, let me know below, because that's a late one for everyone. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Trying to get to that 600 number. Can't do it without your help. And anyway, I'll see you all on the next one very soon. Later.